Girl sweet like a mango. Gets a taste to the tango. Strum it like a banjo. Then hit the sign in our sandals. Float hot like a condo. Ain't no place that I can't go. On a mission like Rambo. Self-portrait like Van Gogh. My whole team really on deck. Chuck Norris about to go flex. Nike flow about to get checks. Pump it up, about to get pegs. G's work looking name Shrek. Want the money, want the power, respect on deck like a Porsche. Move fast like a Porsche. Ride the beat like a horse. Spit flames like a torch. Now I'm riding up the 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never break. When I shoot it, swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through was in the wrist. I get it, I got it, I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I'm good.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today we'll see a contest from the National League Central between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Alec Mills, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
For St. Louis.
And stepping in, Harrison Bader. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He comes in at 262 on the year, 3 homers and 14 driven in. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2. Trying to count 2-2.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Nolan Arenado, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 14 homers and 42 runs batted in. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Three-two pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. Lifetime against this pitcher. Not a lot of success. 0 for 12. Now the 2-0. A bouncer to the left side. There's Baez. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. It's the Cardinals 0. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they entered play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Fouled off. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bader is under this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Batting second.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1-1 the count now. 1 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Left field and deep. Racing back the left fielder. Off the LED board and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. 29 home runs for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff. Homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Here's Jake Marisnick.
The right fielder.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First pitch of the AB now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Fouled away. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Two and 2. Here it is. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they throw up the stop sign at third as they decide to play it safe with 2 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In now is Nico Horner as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. His prior history in this matchup, he's 0 for 5. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. 2-1. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Paul DeYoung. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He'll come in here at 263, 5 homers and 23 driven in. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Now the pitch. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he fouls this one off. Carpenter, the runner at second with 1 away. And it's fouled away. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. So stepping in is Yadier Molina. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cardinals get one in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. We'll go to the bottom of the second, all even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Ray Guillen. First pitch coming, here it is. The 1-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning. And it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Carlson moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting 8.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
The average coming in at 266, 16 homers and 48 driven in. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here with that ball coming home.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Runners are at second and third here with only 1 away. And that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
A little bit of a unique home run in that last one. A changeup in off the plate that he pulled for a home run. Not a real good idea to throw that changeup on the inner half of the plate. More executed, well-executed changeups are more down and away. It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And add a run on the sacrifice fly as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can. And that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. First pitch on its way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A pause and the 0-2.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A two-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. This one's down to third. Arenado has it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. Cubs lead it 3-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Harrison Bader is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Count remains at 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Here comes the 1-2. Grounded weakly to the right side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Next to hit is Dylan Carlson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker, baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Fouled away. Carlson stands at first with 1 out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. The 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes Marisnick. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now back.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning. And Chicago.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch on the way. Anthony Rizzo is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Carpenter now at second. And there's one away. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And that's in there for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. And there are two away now. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he fouls this one off.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. And now here is Paul DeYoung, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast.
The batter, the second base, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now back. Left field.
So one down, no one aboard. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Now the first pitch. Here's the pitch.
At the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now back.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. You're hitting in front of the pitcher, not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better, because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. To 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Happ is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
I win.
1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Leading off for the Cubs.
First pitch on its way. Ray Guillen will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop.
So next to hit is Javier Baez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. And there's out number 2. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Alec Mills. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. Carlson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Trying to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Up next, Dylan Carlson, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely still a capable hitter in this setup.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the left side. And a high throw, and the first base umpire says he got the foot back down too late. Safe at first. 1 out, runner at first, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in is the outfielder, Ian Happ.
The center fielder, Ian.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's quickly 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring it right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Chris Bryant is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is there, 2 gone.
Up next,
so now into the box is Jake Marisnick. He grounded out last time up. First pitch on its way. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. The 0-1. Popped up. Goldschmidt over to his right. And that will end the inning. Top half of the 6th.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Adbert Alzolay takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs. Number 73, Adbert Alzolay.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The bat,
So Paul DeYoung digs in next.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
2-1.
One strike.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. That's out of here as it trims the bushes.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Matt Carpenter comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And it's fouled away. Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Tyler O'Neill is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty death.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up through 5. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
The first baseman,
ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A ball hit hard to the left side. That's in there. Base hit. Rizzo rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. They've taken the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Wainwright comes set. Here comes the pitch. Nico Horner is in for the third time here. Contreras gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. O'Neill waits on it. 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier.
Now into the box, Javier Baez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First offering on its way. Hit back toward the mound. DeYoung fields it cleanly. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Now to the plate, Yadier Molina, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 the count to Molina. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. On he pops it up. Horner's got it for the first down. Lane Thomas is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright. First pitch of the AB now. 258 the average to begin play. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
A shot down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And out at first as he almost beat him to the bag that time, but the foot just beats the runner for out number 2. So the next to bat will be Harrison Bader. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. 1-0 the count. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Happ scoops it up. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Well, his team.
At the plate, Dylan Carlson, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit weakly back to the mound. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Daniel Ponce de Leon gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 32.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now to the plate, here is Ian Happ. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. Happ with a 2-1 count now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Chris Bryant will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Jordan Hicks will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 12.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is outside for a ball. All even now, 2-2. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 2-2 one more time. Too high, ball 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Now at the plate is Paul Goldschmidt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit hard down the line. On to first, and there are 2 down. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here he comes on 2-0.
That's ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Up next.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. And he lays off there 1-0.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
DeYoung is off at first with 2 away. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. And there's a base hit on the line.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
And now in the box, Tyler O'Neill. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Now here it comes. The 0-1 delivery. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup and the pitch. And he struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Carpenter. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Striding in is Wilson Contreras. Singled home a run in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bader finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Roberto Osuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Roberto.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Fouled off. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Contreras recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Molina is retired, and there's one away. Nolan Gorman will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Now the first pitch.
Nolan Gorman.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Harrison Bader. He doubled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the sole. John Gant enters to do the pitching.
Number 53, John Gant.
Here's the first pitch to him. Nico Horner is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
This is hit high and deep out to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
Number 29.
Stepping up is Ray Guillen. He flew out in his last debut. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 9.
So next to bat will be Javier Baez in his career versus this pitcher. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Brian Hayes will be called upon here to hit with the game on.
Number 15, Brian Hayes.
Here's the first pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Ready with another 2-strike offering.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
High in the air out to center field. Bader gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Craig Kimbrell takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 46.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now back, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul. Goldschmidt, his day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters. Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Now the 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Paul DeYoung coming to the plate again as we look back at his 2 home runs in the game so far. The most recent back in the 6th inning. Digging in will be Matt Carpenter, and in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, just a 1 for 9. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And it's a defensive meltdown there as the go-ahead run scores on what should be a passed ball. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1 and 2 now. Where this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. Cards forced to settle for 1. Andrew Miller enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one. Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the 9th inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Just hung in there on that one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Neill waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, the third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 1 for 4. Now here's the first offering. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Bryant is hitting over .350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matt.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Matty, it's hard to say right.
Lamaro Vargas will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners in the corners and 1 out in the inning. First pitch on its way. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Tying run at third, winning run at first. So a ball into the gap might be able to end it. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit-by-pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
From the stretch, Anthony Rizzo is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Lifetime against Andrew Miller, not great. He's 1 for 8. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And we are tied yet again here in the 10th.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Here's the first pitch. Wilson Contreras stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Contreras in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation called for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
The set and the 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And a sliding try, but he can't knock it down. It's by him, and that should end it. And the Wrigley faithful will be in full roar. The Cubs will walk off a winner.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you can win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. Chicago seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Craig Kimbrell wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
For no pump fake, yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah, yeah. They won't sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take, yeah, yeah.
You're gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come.